My sister was modeling with Playboy, and she had me come down to Florida to stay with her for a while. And I was at one of her photo shoots just watching, and pretty soon they kind of looked at me and said, "Would you like to join in on the next shoot?" And I was like, "Who are you talking to? Me?" I was like, "Whatever."
Well, it's funny because when I was prepping photos for this episode, my daughter walked in, and she was like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm researching, man."
Sure you are, Dad.
Yeah, well, I was researching, and what I found most interesting is obviously you were a supermodel, very gorgeous, very beautiful, but you were also part of the creative and executive side, right?
I think I just kind of lucked out. I had a very open-minded art director that I was working with. As I was modeling, I was very inquisitive. I would ask a lot about, what was going on behind the camera. And then I would start helping, and, I would want to do my own hair and makeup. And then I moved to Chicago, where Playboy was based out of, and he gave me a job as a producer. And I rocked it. I hired models, I hired photographers, and I would help with the lighting, and I would do hair and makeup. I remember once I was doing this shoot where I was the model. I did the hair and makeup. I had scouted the location, hired the photographer, and did the styling. It was like everything was all me and I was getting paid for each one of these jobs that I was doing, and I'm like, this is awesome. And I was only like 22 years old. So the way that led to doing video games is Jack Hager just happened to call into the office one day, and I was in the office, and they gave the phone to me, and I said, I'll do it. So that's how the video game started. I totally left the Playboy scene because I didn't think it was right that for me to do both, because I had these little kids looking up to me now and seeing me as the superhero. And it kind of blew me away to be in that kind of light. It was, again, I felt like I had this responsibility, and being on tour and stuff. Every time we would go to a different city, we would finish the show and go out to the tour bus, and I would just get mobbed by all these little kids, and they just wanted my autograph, or they wanted to touch me or shake my hand, or, give me a hug or whatever. And I just relished every moment because I thought it was very, very temporary. It's never going to happen again. I'm 25 years old, and this is my moment, and it was a great time in my life. It really, really was awesome. And I feel like it hasn't stopped. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. The Mortal Kombat became Immortal Kombat. It sounds kind of corny, but Sonya Blade has been as much as an inspiration to me as, anybody who's played the game. She's very strong. She's strong-willed, and maybe I mirrored her after all these years. I don't know.
Yes, again, your energy, your positivity, your your journey, it's all so epic. Miss Kerri, thank you so much for being here. I mean, this I really appreciate. Thank you for sharing.
I really actually enjoyed this conversation. It was refreshing.
Sonya wins. Fatality.